Let's visit a very old friend today. Someone you met back when you were in primary school. That's a long time ago, wasn't it? But not long enough for you to forget the number line, a very fundamental concept in maths. This lesson will be a quick refresher. Back then, you used the number line for comparison. Like if you had -3 and 1. The number line showed you clearly if they were greater or less than each other. The good news is that the line works for all the real numbers, not just the whole numbers. And you draw it in the exact same way. First, place 0 in the middle, also called the origin. Mark it with O. The first number is literally just 1, on the right of 0. We will mark it with the letter A. A is now a point on the line, representing the number 1, which is called the coordinate of A. Now, you can get the distance between the origin and point A. What would it be? Well, just 1. Since A is only 1 unit away from the origin, we call OA the unit length. Don't forget to add the absolute symbol around OA. Distance can never be negative, so the symbol makes sure we remove the minus sign. Makes sense, doesn't it? You can't walk -10 kilometers. Now, time for the rest of the numbers. All positives are on the right of the origin and the negative ones on the left, continuing infinitely, such that each real number is linked with only one point, like O with 0 and A with 1. In simple terms, two numbers can never share the same coordinate. Thus, we say that the points on line L and the set of real numbers have a one-to-one correspondence. When correspondence between the points of a line and the real numbers has been established, the line is called a real line. And for the sake of this lesson, we are denoting it by L. So, a real line contains all real numbers, even irrationals, though we are not always sure about their position on the line. But that's okay. We can approximate it to a great deal of accuracy then. And because each number is associated to a single point only, we can find the distance between any two of them. It's simple. Assume we have two numbers, x1 and x2. They lie somewhere on line L. They also happen to be the coordinates of points P1 and P2. How would you get the distance between the 2 points? First, let's call the distance P1, P2. Make sure to add the absolute symbol. Then, to get the distance between them, we will find the difference of their coordinates. That just happens to be x1 minus x2. Great work. Let's summarize what we just learned about line L. We know its origin is 0, denoted by O, right? We learned that every number corresponds to a single point, just like 1 corresponds to point A. And finally, we saw how to get the distance between any 2 points. And that's it for line L. It was nice looking back, wasn't it? The line works so well for real numbers. But what happens with our complex set? Tune in to our next lesson to find out.